We have 1 hour and a half. Yeah. So I'm quoting a few words from the first chapter. First chapter. Tenjotin Shin Nebaka, give it to me to a cadet, Pema, Chili and the Joker. She that some of them not to know what you get you and not teaching Sanjay to each other. She can sort of Sonam Rocket. Did go in Junior at the bottom of the human? Did it over Chandu Sema, Geshe and the senior never do so. Just I wanted to explain this as because now we didn't do everything words for words, you see. So just to make a connection, Tenjotin shouldn't never. Tenjotin shouldn't never give it to Roto. Get it to the Pema Motor Chile on the Joe Color. Shantideva he says, and Tenjotin shouldn't never God means the human rebirth, okay? Human rebirth, having all the favorable conditions to practice Buddhism, like having these types of life is very, very, very rare, very, very difficult to achieve or to be born. Okay? Tenjo Dine Hindu is very, very difficult. Nyeparka is to find like this favorable, having all the opportunity to practice Buddhism, and especially talking about compassion, loving kindness, and Bodhisattva is having like this sort of time or possibility is very rare, okay? Among like 7 billion people. Yeah. Now, I think roughly we say the world population is about 7 billion. Out of 7 billion, okay, even not 1 billion, much less than half billion, okay? And then among them, to have a strong devotion to talk and to practice and to listen and put in a lot of effort, and time-wise, money-wise, and skill-wise. So therefore, at least we are here for a few days together and talking about Shantideva's text. Now, I don't know when will come the next meeting, okay?
Next week.
Yes. So, in this way, to have every favorable condition is, I don't know how many are coming in the next week. So, and then that is only 2 days, okay? Only 2 days, yeah. Only 2 days. So therefore, now Shantideva's stress is Tenjotin Shimanyapaka. But this precious human life is very, very difficult to achieve and very rare. Once you achieve this, and by this life, okay, this favorable having opportunity life, you will be able to do so many meaningful things. You will do what you are. If you don't use this life, if you don't use this life in a wise and most clever way, and then again expecting another sort of good life like this is then quite difficult. Okay, not quite, very difficult, because you already have this life in your hand, and then if you don't use maximum sort of get maximum benefit, and then if you expect another good life, next life, and that is, he says, quite difficult. Okay, yeah, difficult, and then for example he puts, we have been born, again, but within this like a long span of time, like you can say eons, okay, and within that time, to be born like today is like in the night, it's totally dark, and all of a sudden the lightning comes, then we see a little bit road, you see. So it is like this. So therefore, as I told you in the morning, some practical trips, you see, which you can take everywhere, whether you have scriptures or not, whether you have teacher or not, you can take everywhere, okay, everywhere. Just be like that, okay. Try to be like that, okay. Yeah. So, you get your not about teaching Sanjay to you, Jesus number to Tangajo. The day you are young, you like a devotion, Miss Artini, Thomas and Josema, Geshe can be seen. Then he says, okay, now in this life, it is so important to generate bodhicitta, because we have been collecting lot of bad karmas from like so many rebirths we are carrying, and then we can just say that we have a very bad big karma. To destroy this, or to purify this, or to remove this, the best weapon we can have is bodhicitta. The bodhicitta, if you have like small, if you have small faith in bodhicitta, can have an immense sort of power. If you have strong faith, like 100% faith in bodhicitta, of course. If you have bodhicitta, if your mind is changed into bodhicitta, and then the bad karmas and eons can be destroyed or removed. Just, it will not take no time, you see. Just, it is so, because this bodhicitta is very powerful. Because it is meant for all sentient beings, from the core of the heart of the practitioner. So therefore, please, try not to waste your time. And this book is always with you. And you can read. You have very good education. You are all very intelligent. So therefore, try to go towards bodhicitta, okay? Try to go towards bodhicitta. Read. Just think. Just utter words bodhicitta. Itself is immense benefit, okay? And then having huge respect to bodhicitta. For example, this book is meant for bodhicitta, you see? Just by having this in the hand is so lucky, so fortunate, you see, so fortunate. Having devotion, having respect, having faith in this book is very precious, very precious. So therefore, don't jump to a big thing, But start something which you can do, okay? If possible, every day. And you just try to make yourself closer to Bodhisattva, closer to Bodhisattva. Just even a small inch, just try, go on try, okay? And this is what Shantideva is asking. She said, he says that Bodhicitta is the most powerful, powerful weapon to destroy all the bad karmas and imprints, okay? And it can accumulate good karma, merits, like just by having this lot, okay? Even in one night, earn so much merit. So, do you get the point? This is so important, so important. Just to live your life with bodhicitta. Okay? Say with bodhicitta, sleep with bodhicitta, eat with bodhicitta. Okay, just don't forget. Don't forget. If you travel, just try to think about bodhicitta. When you are having some lunch or something, eat, having a thought of bodhicitta. When you have some nice friends, yes, talk about bodhicitta. Or even you don't use the word bodhicitta, but out of bodhicitta you can talk. And then there will be no limit, okay? Your practice will have no limit. You can practice almost like 24 hours, okay? Don't make that this time is my practice and this time is I'm doing something else and then I don't practice. Don't do like this, okay? This is making your time so limited. Even in profession, okay? Of course, you may encounter quite a lot of obstacles, okay? But then all those obstacles are there to make your practice stronger. As we put example in the morning, the fire and wind, okay? Now, and this year is also told, yes, all these tantric practices, very high teaching, okay, teaching. But he says, and then he says, the Bodhicitta is the best. Bodhicitta is the best. By having this mind, then you will be very, very healthy inside, and you will be very, very healthy outside. And this will never deceive you, and this will never make any sort of failure in your life if you practice this. Okay? You need a lot of courage, you see. You need a lot of courage because as Shantideva in the later part, he says that Chivarangi turn the Tuanshin turn Yijin Chaparte, Mandu Sheta Chishikur. I think almost like he becoming like helpless, you see. Now I don't want to explain anything more. You just look. Buddha, he did everything for others, and we did everything for ourselves, myself. Now see the result. There's not much we have to explain, you see. Buddha did everything for others, okay, others' welfare, and he achieved enlightenment, and he showed this wonderful teaching. 2,600 years old, still, if we really practice, if we really study, it is so profound, and it is needed for everybody, okay? There's no one is excluded. It's so valid, okay? We don't have to update. If you update, I think, be careful. So many changes. Try to make someone please or commercialize, be careful, okay? Yeah, so so then we will read a few texts, and then he also says that means even just ordinary disease, okay, like headache or stomach pain or whatever, and we go to the doctor, and then we have to do exactly what doctor asks us to do. Medicine, we have to do exactly. If this is the case, and we are really very old and big suffered patient of disturbed emotion and bad karma, and then why we don't obey, listen, the best teacher, best doctor, who is called Buddha. He's the best doctor. If we take whatever he taught us to cure our disease, desire or anger or hatred or everything, if we take his medicine, his instruction, teachings, we will be cured. And his aim was to remove this. And we rely on the ordinary doctor a lot, 100%. But then to Buddha, yes, if we have time, we will practice, okay? In the morning, 1 hour, I think I will practice for 1 hour, okay? Maybe 1 hour. On Sunday, no. Okay. We make ourselves so bad. See, and then, of course, it's according to me or according to all of us that really Buddha was the best doctor, you see, which can cure the most serious disease of disturbed emotion. And the source of most serious disease is ignorance. If you rely on his teaching, I think only his teaching, we can 100% rely, and we can be free from all this ignorance, which is source of all the disease, okay? Including our old age disease or physical disease, okay? So therefore, we really need, seriously, we need to listen. Buddha's teaching. We need to listen. Yes, Buddha, you are a very good doctor. So whatever you prescribe for me, I will do. I will not make any excuses. And now these days, His Holiness Dalai Lama is also promoting and physical health and hygiene, and then mental health and hygiene. Modern education has paid a lot of attention for the physical health and hygiene. Now we need to pay a lot of attention for the mental health and hygiene, so that both are equally important, but the sufferings caused by mind is much more serious. Much more serious. Even doctors, they fail to recognize and to cure what medicine. Even the super specialist doctor, if we ask, okay, I have a lot of ignorance. How can I remove this ignorance? Because ignorance is the worst source of all the problems. I think they will not say much. And then I meet many people And so many are physically very healthy, but then psychologically or mentally there are so many problems. And some very close friend, having everything, and then very sad situation. At the time, I think I had about 7 who are planning to commit suicide. And then maybe 10 or 12 cancer patients. And few on the dying process. What to do? It's very difficult to take decision. Will you kindly suggest something? So sometimes whole night I don't sleep. I write, to do this and this, and don't do this, and then and the whole night I'm writing. Sometimes I fall asleep and have this mobile phone in the hand and press it. It's going, you see. All of a sudden comes, oh, what is this? How? And there's something mobile phone on the floor. Okay, and then I have to pick up and then where I am. But so useful. You see, it just go on thinking. The Buddha's teaching is so useful. You see, there's no. Of course, maybe I'm biased. You see, I'm Buddhist. I have to be very fair. You see, but it's so good. You see, it's so good. Now I have been traveling a lot since 1998. Almost like 20 years or 21 years, okay? Meeting thousands of people. And then Buddha's teaching is very useful. Of course, I have very limited knowledge, limited experience about Buddha's teaching, but still this limited, small knowledge, small experience helps quite a lot. So try, okay? Try. And it is possible. Because I have one Swedish friend, his possibility is a little bit too high for me. He says that everything is possible. What we think is impossible are our projection. And he says it might take a little longer time, but ultimately it is possible. That is a little bit too far. Everything is possible. Oh, no. I think, yeah. That is a little bit too extreme, but of course he did a lot. I think he climbed the 7th summit, including Mount Everest, all this. 7th summit he crossed, he climbed. And then he was planning to climb spiritual summit. He promised in front of 12 people, of his very good friend. He promised it, oh, Pema, I'm going to climb spiritual summit. That will be Buddhist summit. First will be Buddhist summit. Okay. Yeah. I thought he's so determined that he will climb Buddhist summit. And now no sign. Maybe this summit may be very difficult. And he decided 3 months. And within 3 months he wanted to climb the Buddhist summit. Means highest. Among the highest summit, Mount Everest is highest, you see. He climbed. So the Buddhist summit, highest is Buddhahood. Within 3 months. And then I wrote, okay, how did you calculate? Do you know the distance? Do you know the distance? Do you have the map? Do you have the distance and the map and everything? How did you calculate? Within 3 months. And then I quoted his saying, Maybe for you it is possible. Because nothing is impossible. It might take a little longer, but the longest time it can take is 3 months. Then you will be the summit. Even he planned to rent something in the remote place. Of course, Buddhism is not that easy. You see, Buddhism is not that easy. No. But if we are able to train, and also it is quite easy, you see. Very gentle, very gentle. Very gentle. Yeah. And I thought of reading some Tibetan text, just of course it's not a full oral transmission. I received oral transmission from His Holiness Dalai Lama in Bodh Gaya when he kept teaching on Bodhisattva's way of life, about 10 days. And that was the longest in late 70s, you see. And he was also not so busy as today. And he did 10 days teaching on Shantideva's Bodhisattva's way of life. And then side by side also did oral transmission. And so now the third chapter, I talked a few points which is related with the third chapter, which we can practice easily, and we don't have to go so much of the scriptures and reading and all these things. And but still, I think we have to read how to take the Bodhisattva's vow. Yeah. Yeah. 45. Yeah. One very technical question, okay? Generating bodhicitta through the practice of 7 cause and effect, or equalizing and exchanging method. Through these practices, generating bodhicitta, this is one side, okay? And taking Bodhisattva's vow, and then generating bodhicitta, which one you prefer? This is very easy. You need a Buddha statue, and you visualize all the Bodhisattvas, especially the Metyya and Manjushri. If you visualize this and having Buddha statue, properly consecrated Buddha statue, and then